Jake, I mean, obviously you're here for hockey and today's game's important, but what's your takeaway from Stockholm? Like, what's the kind of one or two things you'll remember about the place or that you really love doing?
Yeah, I think just been walking around the city a ton, and the architecture here is beautiful. It's you got to get out early so you can enjoy this little bit of sunlight that we get here. But yeah, it's been really great. All the people have been very welcoming, and food's been great too.
Yeah, I think having such a long road trip with the guys, it's been a lot of fun. Obviously, some team bonding, and going to dinner with the guys. It's been awesome to kind of experience something new and just kind of get a little bit different experience than the city of Toronto, and just be around here. It's been pretty awesome, and just really enjoyed the food. Really enjoyed the again, like the little sunlight we get in the mornings. But yeah, it's been a good time so far.
And just as a follow-up, has it felt like a break, a tournament, a training camp? Like, how's it felt for you besides obviously the games?
I think just getting the first couple of days getting adjusted. Obviously, we're not used to this long of breaks within our season, but it's actually my second time here in Stockholm for the Global Series, so I'm a little bit more used to it. So I know we're here for hockey.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely hockey. I think it reminds me a little bit of the World Juniors. Just traveling a lot and being around the team for so long, but yeah, it's so much fun. Getting to play in a different barn, and it's a pretty fun atmosphere when you can bring four teams to a event like this, and yeah, so I think it's pretty exciting.
Third row.
Jake, what's it been like moving back to the right side?
Yeah, it's been I think just a little bit of an adjustment, especially that first game after coming off injury a little bit. I spent a lot, just over my career, obviously, I've just taken thousands more reps on the left side, frankly. But I think me and Gio have, played well the last couple of games here, and, working for each other, working to be each other's outs, lots of talk out there. And if anything, being on the right side just forces you to skate a little bit more, which helps my game. So definitely get more comfortable.
Right side, second row.
Jake, you know what it's like to get acclimatized to a new team in a short amount of time. What have you seen from Tyler Bertuzzi as he kind of finds the next step in his game as he's getting acclimatized, right?
Yeah, no, I think, last game you saw, what he can bring to the table for our team, and with his physicality and just being around the net with his good stick and making good plays and scoring that big goal, and then obviously, making the play on the game winner. Finding the puck behind the net and finding John on the backside. He's a elite player around the net, and we expect more of that for him. And we're not surprised that was the performance put on the other night.
Do we sometimes underestimate how hard it is to kind of get comfortable in a new team?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I think everyone just kind of views us as hockey players, obviously, but there's a lot more to us than that. And he's got a family, wife, kid, and another one on the way. So getting settled into a new house and a new routine and a new training staff and a new coaching staff, there's a lot that goes into it. So happy to see Bert settle in for sure.
Sheldon, just a couple off the top. Any roster changes today?
No.
This might be a better question for after the game, but would you welcome the opportunity to do something like this again?
Yeah, let's ask me after the game. No, listen, it's great. It's a great experience. You're fortunate to be able to come out here. So we certainly have enjoyed it. And it's different, and it takes you out of the rhythm of the regular schedule and all those kind of things. So remains to be seen just what the toll on that might be. We think the time spent together will help us in the long run for sure, but it's been a tough week, quite honestly.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. On the right side, third row.
Sheldon, what are usually the indicators for you for when the Matthews line is really going?
I would say just the pace that they generate coming out of our zone. Met with those guys yesterday, and we talked a lot about getting the puck inside the dots, not just in the offensive zone, but from our end all the way out. I think that really kind of gets those guys going, gets their feet underneath them. And then it's just how they connect on their passes from one to the next, and generating shots and momentum and life and energy and all those kind of things. So it's all about pace, ultimately.
Right side, second row.
Sorry, Sheldon, you said it's been a tough week. What's made it so tough for you?
Well, just the time change has been a grind, and not many of us that I've talked to have had great sleeps the whole time we've been here. So you've been kind of fighting it all the way through. I mean, it's tough getting sleep in the NHL any time now for a coach, but it's been a grind, quite honestly, that way. So I think that the players they work on different schedules. Maybe it hasn't been as hard, but I just think it's been tough. Hasn't been a break necessarily, in the schedule. It's been probably harder from my perspective than a regular NHL schedule that's filled with games and such. You look at the schedule, we haven't played a lot of games, but it's felt like a grind coming here.
Why do you think Tyler's been able to kind of elevate his game over these last few weeks the way he has?
I just think he's a good player. I think you guys asked me a while back what I felt, some of our new guys needed, Bert included, and I said, the time. Everybody works on a different timetable and needs different things and adjusts in different ways. Bert, I felt, has been trending in a positive direction for quite some time now, and now the offensive results are starting to be there, but he's been doing lots of little things well for a good period of time. So to that end, I'm not surprised that the results are coming, as he's a good player, and I think he can feel good about what he's put forth here in the last couple of weeks. Certainly the confidence should be there coming off last game and coming through in a big moment for us to help us win a game against his former team. And, hopefully we keep building upon that, and we can get more than one line going at the same time. That's what we'd be looking to do here. We still haven't had a game yet where I would say all the lines were clicking. We've had some nights it's been our third line that's really been going. It was our fourth line. Got us a couple goals before we came out here. Obviously, Tavares' line the other night. Matthews' line's had their big nights at different times. We haven't had it all kind of flowing at the same time here yet. So, we're looking for that to happen. Or, if not all of them, certainly more than one. That's really what you'd like to see. But through all of this, we've put together really solid defensive games here of late that have given us a chance to win every game. So we've been able to find ways to win, and especially in the last couple of games, haven't beaten ourselves and really limited what we've given up. And we've gotten saves when we've had made mistakes. So the recipe has been there for us, and want to keep building on that here before we get home.
Take one more question, left side, second row.
Coach, being here in Sweden, could you give us your view on Börje Salming's legacy back home in Toronto?
Well, I think, from the images and the video that came out, from his time back in Toronto just last year, to be honored there, you could see the impact that he's made. Obviously, there's a lot of players on our team and a lot of our fans that wouldn't have had the chance to see him play. However, you could feel the impact there, and the respect that he has from his peers, those who played against him, those who played with him. We come out here to Sweden now, and you can see the love that he has here. And then you look at the connections that we have, the number of Swedes that have come through, and the great Swedes. We've talked about Matt Sundin the other night. William Nylander leading the charge the other night for us here. Having 5 Swedes on our team, and we had 6 with Holmberg on our roster just last week too. So all of that doesn't happen without him. So I think in that sense, the legacy is a great one, and one that continues on.